Hey, I'm Justin.
This is Chaz.
Join us as we look back together, but learn to stay present.
Come with us as we rise up with hope on the horizon.
This is the podcast of extraordinary millennial gentlemen.
Team EMG out there, if anybody else has had experiences with just some tough stuff where you kind of are, you're glad it's over when it's over. For me in my life, right, it's been meningitis for myself, complications with having kids. And then, I've again had some more meningitis stories with some friends, and it was very similar, right? These are very tough things to go through, and you turn to what strengthens you, what brings you hope, because those things, because they bring that to you. Like when you get down to those places, you're going to turn to where if whatever that is for you.
Yep.
And you definitely kind of refocus, reconnect. It's an eye opener. It's if you thought life was long, short, whatever, you're kind of changed by these examples, hopefully for the better.
Right.
And I'll tell the short version of this, but meningitis took one of my really good friends, and it progressed to it. He was just kind of sick for a while, and it just got worse and worse, and got into the meninges around the brain, and then he was gone. And this is when I was in China, and I would say, I didn't go to those places of hope immediately. That was the tough part. But still allow yourself to have enough space. You're not going to go there immediately. You've got to process stuff. And, I reach out for help, right? A lot of internal, I think we talked about this with Charlie a little bit, and it's just, it's just a tough place to be in, but be there and let yourself go through it. And then, again, at least for me, that's kind of how it went. And I think for some out there that you may be similar, it's just going to kind of happen, and you go with it, but then have those friends, those people, your faith, whatever it might be, to turn to. Because at the end of all of these stories, the good, the bad, whatever happens, like even with that friend, I still have hope of a lot of things. And I still enjoy life. Life is still great. And it's still great to be kind of in this role that I'm in life as a friend, a husband, a father, all those things. Because there's just so much joy and hope out there, but you got to know where that really comes from.
No, that's wise. Everybody, I hope everybody is enjoying these clips in this episode. It's a really serious topic, but at the same time, it's like you said, there's joy in this, right?
Yeah.
There will be an end to it, and people have always gone through a lot worse. I know that's a weird thing to say or way to look at it, but it's something that my logical mind will go to a lot, and it'll help my emotional self come out a little bit more and say, yeah, people have dealt with a lot worse, and their strength, right? What did they do? So my takeaway is go ahead and be that person for somebody else in your family. I think if you really keep your eyes open and you're present in your world, and you look around you and you look with empathy and sympathy to others, you're going to find people that are in crisis. And that doesn't mean that you're a medical professional, you're trained. We're not saying you're trained to provide life-saving support, but you can give crisis support. You can bring hope, you can bring help, you can bring calm. The best way I can relate to it again is just that tailspin, right?
Oh yeah.
if somebody were to come to you while that plane is going down or spinning and just say, hey, I'm right here, right?
Yeah.
And offer, because people, especially, when pride gets in the way, people don't know what they need, and they're very reluctant to ask. So just offer something. And I am very, very thankful in hindsight to have gone through this experience, because I told my wife, we will never be the same.
No.
We'll never be the same as parents. We'll never be the same as a married couple. We'll never be the same just as friends and siblings. And in those circles of influence, we're not going to be the same. And that's a decision that we made. And the reason is so that we can help others. It's not because we have this fantastic story.
Yeah.
The gratitude comes in that we know by experience how we can better help some people, how we can better bring somebody some hope and some peace. I would tell you the other thing too is, because that crisis is so intense and things seem to be very difficult to process, those symbols of hope or sources of hope, if you have some kind of like prep bag, go bag, it needs to have, not just the survival stuff in it, not just the things they're like, yeah, I got to be ready for a snowstorm. I got to be ready for a natural disaster. I got to be ready for a crisis. So maybe you're going to be a new dad or, a new parent out there, and you're like, oh, the hospital bag, bring pieces, trinkets of hope, of humor, things that ground you. And I don't mean like your favorite novel. If it's a real crisis that's going on, you don't have the capacity to process that. And that source of hope can't be difficult to try, and you just can't use that much brain power to try and get it. You need to find something that's quick and relatable, right? Yeah. So those could be, again, just reminders, the symbols of your life. And again, I'm not talking purely religious. I don't think religious are always things people need to have, but I mean symbols of, great memories of who you are, of who you hope to be. Those things that are small and precious. So that would be my other piece of advice is, if you don't have those things in your life, find them. Get sentimental about something, and associate it with hope and who you are, because difficult times are coming, people. The wind blows on everybody. It's going to be tough. But despite this, topic that's very serious, this was a lot of fun. And, maybe this is a message that will carry over into other episodes. We'll see. But it was good to get to know more about you and about your experience. I'd never known some of those things.
Yeah, same. I'm sure I talked to you after some of those things, but it was probably just touch and base, high level stuff. And so it's crazy how much it relates. So hopefully, again, to everybody out there, hopefully this helps you in the future. It helps you now, going through any of this stuff. I like, the biggest takeaway from what I'm hearing you say is, kind of help others right now. There's somebody somewhere, and it could be as simple as waving, saying hi, smiling at them, being neighborly, whatever that might be. That to them, that may be a little bit of hope, a little, a little smile, kind of the pat on the back, a little uplift for them. So help others. I think Zig Ziglar says it best, and I love his quote on this. But you kind of get what you need in life. I'm going to change it up a little bit, but you kind of get what you need as you're willing to help other people get what they need and what they totally need in life. So as you serve, it call it what goes around comes around, or whatever. It's
karma,
give it
right?
Karma. Call it anything you want. It happens, and as you give, you will receive. So go out and give.
That's right. And be creative. It's actually really fun. Find out something about somebody, log it away as intel, not that you can use it against them. Blackmail. Oh, that's good to know about, old Chaz. I knew it. Do those things that are positive, like this is this person's birthday that you don't know that well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find something that's totally unique to them, or an inside joke, or, something like that, and follow with it and follow through. So I love it, man. You're right. Help somebody, follow through, do it, live it.
Great. Let us know. Give us a call, click on our message, leave us a message and tell us the story of you helping someone. And we'll listen, and we'll listen on one of our episodes. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for spending some time with us today. Hope you find hope and joy throughout this upcoming week. If you've liked this podcast, please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.
I ate my grandma.